What's going on? It's Fist, bringing it straight from my heart for me to you, because that's what I do. So apparently a bunch of these GTA 5 trailers dropped. Frankly, I've played maybe a very small amount of GTA back in the day when it was like really, controversial. They took it off the shelf and that type of thing. It has a lot of undertones to it, like gang violence, gang organizations, stuff to that nature in the game, and it has a lot of drama and story to it, and it's an open world game, and it's very detailed. And these are the things that I would like to see, how I would compare this to Call of Duty. Now the great thing about this game, it comes out in September. So when you have this game comes out in September, where does that really leave the Battlefield series? The Battlefield series is in a bad situation because they come out in October, so they're in between. You think about it, GTA is in, Battlefield is in between, Call of Duty and this game, GTA 4. And this game, with the storyline, and I've been really starting to like single-player stories, and I've never really played a game, but the way the graphics look and the story, I'm starting to, probably going to play this game. You guys tell me what you think in the comments. You want to see this on this channel, because I'm really wanting to get into this. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Posting it on this channel. And how this relates to Call of Duty and this whole thing going on. You have to realize that Call of Duty spends $2 million to the Veteran Endowment. And the reason they do that is so Congress don't come up their ass and shut them down. And, because of Call of Duty makes so much money, they basically pay for every other game out there, like this game that has so much violence in it, not to be fucked with by Congress. If you think about it, do you think GTA and Battlefield series pay any money to anybody? No. Because if you were using U.S. troops in your game and all kinds of shit, and you're not fucking doing anything for endowment, and you're showing gang violence and blowing up shit and all that, and you're not giving any of the money that you make from glorifying this shit to like help people in this situation, when I look at it, it's like, yo, man, it's like, it's kind of, you look at it and you're like, it's kind of like, making light of their situation, which, I'm not really down for it, but at the same time, it's a video game, and I understand that too. But you have to realize they all have been attacked by Congress. Video games are an easy target, and so it's a tough situation. And I just want people to realize that Call of Duty pays $2 million to the Veterans Endowment, and the other games like this. These are the reason why these games don't get touched, is because they don't want to mess with that money. So, how I would relate this to a Call of Duty situation. Now, I've said this a million times. I really don't want to give my ideas, because I want to do it myself, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway, because, I'm a gamer, and if they do it, that's great. I don't really care. But the point being is, if you look at like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, over the years have spun off so many great other titles. You look at their game model and how successful they've been, and the chances and the things that they did different and took different chances to get to that point, to where they could see successful things like Injustice and Marvel vs. Capcom and so on and so forth. If you look at GTA, this is the point of the whole video, and the other things were just side notes. But if you look at the point of this game, if you took the Call of Duty engine and you did a spin-off where you had like, gang dudes, cop guys, SWAT dudes, mafia dudes, and you did like a first-person shooter, and you did a spin-off, and you like city combat or whatever you call it. We don't want to call it gang combat because it would just get too much flack. But that's essentially what it would be, like gang combat or gang hood combat. And you just take this idea that they have and do a spin-off using the Call of Duty engine. But like it'd be cooler because you'd have like, you could pick Rottweilers for your dogs, or you could have like shotguns in the hoodie, you know, like different setups you could have based on your factions. And this is just like for every game. I mean, Call of Duty Engine could spin off so much. Star Wars, Star Trek, gang violent. I mean, there's just so much they could do, and they're not doing it. And that's when I look at GTA games and I'm like, gosh, somebody asked me on Twitter, like, they're like, yo, do you think GTA could put out Call of Duty? And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, if Rockstar wanted to and they stole the Call of Duty engine, yeah, maybe they could. If Call of Duty did it, yes, they definitely could take them out. They both could take each other, but nobody is willing to go for that. And that's what I'm putting out. Hey, let's get the fuck out of here.